This was a $17 ride, right? But check it out. At 4 o'clock, I picked him up, and this passenger was 0.3 miles away from me. And if you watch the last video that I just posted, it will literally show how I got this ride. Uber offered me $5. No, it gave me $10 or $11. I didn't take it. I tried to take it, I missed it. Then it offered me $6. I said no. And the moment I was leaving and making a right and going towards Los Angeles and literally talking to the app and the algorithm saying, okay, I might as well go to Los Angeles. I might as well go to LAX. I don't care if it's going to take me 45 minutes. I swear to you, Mr. Danny was sitting 0.3 miles away from where I was parked, right? Because I was leaving and there was nobody else close enough. And I keep telling you guys the same thing. I keep doing the same thing over and over. If you look over here, all day I've been doing this, right? When I leave and I'm leaving an area, the algorithm all of a sudden decides, wait a minute, if I don't give it to him, we don't make money, he doesn't make money, and he's okay with it, well, we might as well give it to him. And if you notice, 15 miles or 14 miles for $17, I'll take it. It's a Wednesday, right? And if you look at my total right now, 119, I have $30 more to go. That's it. If I get $30 more, I'm comfortable with $150. Yes, once I make my minimum of $150, guess what? I want to bump up and want to try to get $200, right? The mileage on my car is showing 123, which basically means 23 are me driving to the first possible location where I can get a ride. So right now, my mileage to money is good. 100 miles driven, $120 in my pocket, which means I'm ahead of the game right now. And guys, this is how you drive, right? And remember, in the background, I keep showing you guys the same thing. And look at what a great conversation we had. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but this is the video. Literally, for 30 minutes, him and I were talking. For 30 minutes, him and I were talking. And you know what we were talking about? This is me picking him up. Let me tell you what we were talking about, and then I'll move forward. What we were talking about is incredible. One, he was telling me he's from Iran and he had a conversation with President Biden, and he talked to him for 30 minutes, and he was literally talking politics, and we were afraid, but he said, don't worry, Biden is too old. Biden's not going to win. 5 years ago, when this gentleman met Biden, he said he was warned and he was torn. So he says most likely it's going to be Trump. And I was like, how do you know? He says, look, when Iran issue was going on, and whatever, you guys know what was going on about 6 months, a year ago, right, with the women, right? He said he was talking to his friends that are politicians, and he was literally telling them, yo, why don't you do something? Why don't you help the people of Iran, right? Nobody would touch it. So his thing is this. He thinks there's something going on with our government and the other governments where they're buddies like this. And because they're buddies, they don't want us to know. And, this is why I love my job. Every time I talk to, by the way, this guy was a lawyer, right? Every time I talk to a lawyer or a doctor or engineer, I learn something new. Here's the second thing I learned. This gentleman pays $10,000 a year for car insurance. Just process that. And another thing he was telling me is, Ahmed, the reason why I'm taking, go ahead. He goes, there's a guy stopped at the stop sign and he decided to go right when it was my turn to go. And I waited. I said, no, go ahead, sir. For his insurance, check this out. The guy was telling me, Ahmed, I can't drive for 5 days. I was like, why? Because my insurance company's changed and the guy who messed up my insurance got fired, and I'm taking Uber because my insurance is not going to kick in for 5 days. I was like, yeah, I've heard what's happening in California. Like Geico left, everyone's insurance is going up, and dude, we were talking about DoorDash. He was... Okay, let me finish the insurance story. On the insurance side, he was basically telling me he pays $10,000 for a year. That's almost $900, if my math is correct, per month for 3 people. I pay almost $250 a month. I think $200 to $250 a month for one person, right? That is equivalent to almost $3,000 a month. Now, God forbid one of us is in an accident. He's taking Uber. What's going to happen with us Uber drivers, right? Just process that for a second. What do you think is going to happen with us Uber drivers? We're screwed. right? This is why you guys need to stop driving Uber and have a plan B. And you guys know my plan B, right? Blogging, podcasting, YouTube channel, and helping as many people become content creators. Why? Because we need a voice out there. Whatever these politicians are doing, it's going to affect all of us, guys. And it's coming, right? The other thing he was telling me about DoorDash, he says, you know what? DoorDash is the greatest business. I'm like, why? They take money from the restaurant. They take money from the passengers, right? They pay the drivers the least amount of money. They take no risk. They take no liability. And it's cha-ching, 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 cha-ching in their pocket. Process that, guys. Just process that for a little bit. I'm going to be quiet. I have like already been talking for 6 minutes. I need to calm myself down and align myself for the next ride so I can make my 30 bucks. And honestly, I don't want this video to be too long, because the ultimate goal is not me talking and venting, but it's more about teaching you about how I drive Uber and how I make my money, what I'm doing in the back end. And enough about DoorDash and insurance. By the way, there was an incredible rainbow over here. That's how we started talking. It was like a double rainbow. Man, it was incredible. I hope I get to post it. I barely shot that video. All right, I'm gonna take a break and get ready and figure out what my plan is. Actually, I can't take a break until I tell you what my plan is. All right. Oh, did you see that? Malibu. Yeah, let's just go to Malibu, guys. That's my plan. How do we cut across to Malibu? How long is it gonna take? You see a surge, and I know there's no drivers in Malibu. Hopefully it's not too much of a drive. There you go. Guys, we're gonna cut across the back end. We're gonna go to Malibu, and most likely Uber's probably gonna give me something going out, or it's gonna allow me to go there and pick up somebody. Why? There's traffic. Let me make sure I'm going the right way first. Oh, god damn it, his address showed up. I can't even post this video. Look, yeah, I can't even post this video. Hang on, let me do something.